All right, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about what it means to be creative. So, a lot of times your teachers will say to you these two words. They'll say, okay, guys, we're going to do an assignment and we want you to be creative. How many of you have had a teacher say that to you? So go ahead and raise your hands. I know I'm going to be able to see them because I'm looking at you on Zoom. So go ahead and raise your hands if you've had a teacher say to you, hey, I want you to do this assignment and I want you to be creative. A lot of you. So when I ask students, are you creative? Did you know that a bunch of kids don't raise their hands? So I'm going to ask you right now, how many of you are creative? Raise your hands. Okay. If you look around, you can see a lot of students aren't raising their hands. So let's first start with, what does it mean to be creative? So I'm going to put the definition up here for you. So I'm defining creativity. Creativity is the use of the imagination or original ideas in the production of artistic work. So the key words in this are imagination and original ideas and production. So imagination is basically you using your brain, your imagination. We all know what that is. That's where you're creating something that's never been created before. Original ideas, we know what that is. That's like you're coming up with something, maybe a combination of things. So instead of making a monster with a human head, maybe your monster has a dog head, for example. So you're using your imagination or you're creating original ideas in the production. Production just means production. You're making something. So you can't have an imagination if you're not making anything with it, right? So this implies that there's work involved, right? That last word, work. So creativity includes work, original ideas, and your imagination. Then we have creativity, okay? So you can't be creative without work. You can't be creative without original ideas, and you can't be creative without imagination. Okay, guys? All right, so let's move on. We're going to do a test right now. We're going to test your imagination. I know you didn't think it was possible, but it in fact is possible. So you're going to get a piece of paper, and if it has lines, that's fine. Don't worry about it. And you're going to find something round. I found this candle. And I'm going to go ahead and draw as many circles as I can fit on my paper. So I'm just going to go. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be in perfect rows. You're just going to get as many on there as you can. And you're going to keep going and fill that paper up. Make as many as you can. All right, guys, so on my piece of paper with this size circle, I'm going to be able to get quite a few circles on my paper. So you're going to go ahead and fill it with as many as you can. All right? You can use your imagination and decide how you want to put them on this paper. You don't have to put them in rows like I am. You can put them however you want. They can go off the edge, right? We're working, we're thinking about imagination, and we're trying to come up with something original. So you might want some of them to go off the side. I don't know, that's up to you. You're the one that's creating this. You're the one being creative. I am not going to tell you what to do. I'm just demonstrating my own way of doing it. And you can do it however you want. I just want you to start with filling this paper with circles. All right. So once you're done, I have my paper full. I got some half circles and I got some full circles. So now the way we're going to test your imagination is you're going to use your imagination, which means you're going to have some original ideas and your imagination, and you're going to fill these circles. And what I mean by that is, I don't know what I mean by that. That's up to you, right? So I'm going to start with an obvious one here, right? Isn't that the first thing we think of when we see a circle? We want to fill it with a happy face. So is that original? I would argue it's not. We all know what a happy face looks like. Is that me using my imagination? No, it really isn't me using my imagination. So what could I do to this to make it more my own? What can I do to make this original? I can alter it in a bunch of different ways to make it something that you've never seen before, right? So you guys are going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to give you 5 minutes, and we're going to count down, and I'm going to stop this video, and I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to fill your paper with your imagination. So you're going to produce by working ideas that are original, and you're going to use your imagination. All right, guys, go for it.